Okay, Christina Merkley here. I'm with RJ. RJ and I go way, way, way back. And it's delightful to reconnect with you.
Thank you. You too.
We've had a little bit of a preamble conversation just for us to kind of catch up after 20 years. Beyond Facebook, Facebook has kind of kept us clued into some of the milestones. But really nice to connect with you. And there's a lot happening. There's a lot happening in the world, but there's a lot going on for you on multiple levels and transitions, and it's very, very full. I'm finding my way in process-wise. I'm thinking inquiry at least is a place to start, which means just meeting what is. I'm sure with you, where you're based, you're very well versed in inquiry, but any objections to that or anything else that comes up for you before we see about how that will work?
It sounds good. Yeah, I feel open to it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so however you care to do it, let's just kind of let go of what we talked about and all getting here and everything, and both just settle down into our respective places and bodies. Maybe a little breathing. If you want to close your eyes, that's fine. I'm going to take the notes here. In fact, I will switch my screen on. Sometimes I forget to do that, so I'm just going to screen share it. And I think you're lying down, so you may not even see these notes, which is totally fine.
I do. I see them.
Okay. And if you do end up closing your eyes, no biggie. You know I got the notes for you.
Okay.
I'm on my small little tablet too with my travel size, so I may end up a couple sheets. We'll see. Okay, so as you settle in, just kind of go within and just see what's there, right? If you were to describe what is currently there, it may be a sensation, it may be a thought, it may be a feeling or emotion or something, but as you kind of get curious and settle in and go, and turn your focus to yourself. What shows up as we've been talking about this interesting time in your life?
I feel kind of a yearning. It's sort of an excitement. Very much oriented towards where I'm going, where I expect to be in a few months.
Okay, slow it down a little. We're just going to go into that yearning with excitement and future focus. I just want you to...
Going?
No, I want you to meet this before you move on. There might be more already ticking along, but we just want to do a little inner bow to yearning. Yearning, you are welcome here. And that interesting mix of excitement and focusing on that future. And just welcome it. Meet it. And as you acknowledge it, maybe even welcome, bow, shake its hand, whatever you do. Notice what happens as you meet it.
Just starting to smile and feeling kind of warm and grateful.
Nice. So yes, yes, yes to that. Smiling and warm and grateful. You are welcome here too.
Mm-hmm.
Just as you meet it and welcome it, greet it. It doesn't have to unfold, but sometimes things do. So see what happens as you meet it.
I become aware of sort of what's here in this room and the things what it needs attention.
Ah. I have a sneaking suspicion that might be mind. Things need attention. So something kicked in going kind of scanning and looking around.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was analysis was this needs to be done, that needs to be done, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to welcome that. So something popped up there, and I think it might be more the observer, analyzer, critiquer. And we're just going to welcome it. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, the part that's, things need attention here, RJ. Before you start getting too attached to smile, warm, and grateful.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. And we want to welcome it. I'm teasing it because sometimes we don't like those parts of ourselves, but they're very handy parts to have had and have. And we just want to reassure it as we go along here that it's welcome and that it is helping you.
Yeah.
What happens as the thought comes up, things need attention? And as you kind of bow to that part of it and recognize that part, welcome it, what happens from there? Does it keep talking or something else goes on?
Something else goes on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm aware that because I'm lying down, it's a little, I don't know. Maybe a little harder to track feelings that arise.
There might not be any there. That's okay. I don't think it would matter whether you're sitting or standing or whichever.
Yeah.
So no feelings. So is it a blank or a...
No, it's a contentment.
Oh.
Kind of just quiet content.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah.
So just meeting that quiet contentment wherever that shows up. I don't know if it's all over the body or in a specific place or outside the body, wherever it might be. But quiet contentment, you are welcome here. Yes. Oh, my body like that. Quiet contentment, yes.
Mm-hmm. And now a little bit of eagerness again.
Mm-hmm. Eagerness, you are welcome here. Where's that eagerness show up?
In my mouth, like my smile, and my eyes kind of I guess my eyes started to smile. And my heart started to smile.
Mm. I'll bow to that. Welcome that. The smiling in the eyes and in the heart, and the sense of eagerness. You're at the precipice of a new stage of life. You've made the decision to retire or semi-retire. You're going to move state. You're going to move in with your sister, who you were reunited with in life later on. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
And there's eagerness showing up and the warm heart. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yeah, really feeling really fortunate about that this is coming to pass.
Mm.
It was pretty weird and rocky there for a while.
Mm. Okay, mine's going weird. It was weird and rocky there, so it's acknowledging that, so that's okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
And fortunate, so you got that polarity between the fortunate and the weird and rocky.
Hmm.
So acknowledging fortunate, and then move to weird and rocky. So now we just go there and we welcome it. Yes, yes, yes. And I say agree with it. You're right. It was weird and rocky there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We'll see what happens as you acknowledge it's okay for it to be correct there, to have that analysis.
Yeah, I start to tear up in acknowledging how hard it has been.
Okay.
How
Yeah.
hard
So
yeah.
So meet that it was hard. Meet hard. Welcome hard. It was hard. I welcome that. And the tears, the teariness about that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome here, tears. You're welcome here, that difficulty. You're right, it was. It was hard. It's right. See what happens as you make room for that.
Memory of my mom.
Mm. Welcome the memory. And mom. Mom's here. Mom, you are welcome here. Yes, yes, yes. See what unfolds as you meet that or say yes to it. Might not be able to say yes to it. I don't know what the memory is, but if it's if it's a memory that's like yes, 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 or if it's a difficult one to say yes to, yeah.
No, it's a yes memory for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as you say that yes to the memory, what happens? What unfolds? You take all your time in the memory. Don't rush it.
Well, a few things.
Hmm.
Right. So one is her sisters, my aunts, who were so much of a part of my life.
Mm. So also say yes to the ants.
Yeah.
Hi, my ants. Welcome, welcome.
Yeah, they got to be here.
Hmm. Welcome them and say yes to them and receive them, flashes of memories, or however you're connecting in with them. Yes to that. Welcome, welcome. You said there were a couple things with the ants or
Yes.
something else. Yeah.
Well, no, because the other one is my bio mom, birth
Mm.
mother.
Mm-hmm.
And a memory of a constellation that I did,
Mm.
a family constellation,
Yep.
when we enacted me being handed from her to my mom.
Mm. Welcoming the memory of the constellation and the handed. I'm handed. I'm handed over.
So some more teariness
Yeah.
and gratitude.
Yeah. Welcoming that. Are all these women past, or are they in different planes?
No, birth mother's still alive.
Hmm.
One of my four aunts is still alive.
Hmm. So 3 of them are deceased, and your mom's deceased.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So 4 on the other side and 2 here. Well, welcoming them, appreciating them, showing up, still connected. And into the flash of the constellation and the handed over at birth, and the tears and the gratitude. Just see what happens. Sometimes my hands, I have activated hands with Kundalini and stuff, and boy, they want to move, RJ. So they're just going to move. It's a little baby,
Mm.
sweet little baby. And all these women
Mm-hmm.
surrounded. Six women.
There was some therapy around that, I'll tell you.
Yeah, but I could just feel those women, the little adorable. I just feel this, oh my
Yeah.
God, it's a baby.
Yeah.
And also I feel the flash of the obviously the pain and the anguish too of separation and union. Complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah, so bowing to the complication and the mixed emotions, a loss and a gain. And just see what's there for you.
Yeah, so the chance to be with my sister in a way that we haven't before comes up, and
Another woman arrives. Sister.
another woman arrives.
So
Yeah.
sister comes up, and I think it might be mine saying something about sister. What is mine saying?
That there's something really deep here to explore. We've talked family history a lot, ancestors a lot.
Mm.
I had a chance to do the traveling to go where they lived.
Mm. Where was that?
In Hungary and the Ukraine.
Wow.
We also have, and Romania. I didn't go to Romania. And also to Israel.
Wow. Okay, there's a lot to welcome there. So, step by step, welcoming sister. You're welcome here. Yes, yes, yes. Might be all sorts of stuff even as you welcome it. That's okay. I'm just going to go through the list as he gave it to me, also bowing and welcoming the thought around there's something really deep to explore here. And then what follows on the heels of that is ancestors. We've talked a lot, you two, about your ancestors. You have an interesting experience of being separated for the amount of time you were and then coming together. And then as adults here, having a chance soon enough here to live together. What pops out is ancestors. So boy, big one, big bow and big welcome to your ancestors. Hungary, the Ukraine, Romania, Israel. Are you both full-blooded siblings from both sides?
No.
No.
No,
So
we share the mother in common, our mother in common, yeah.
Yeah. And are those 4 areas mom's line?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. So bowing to mom's line, bowing to Hungary and the Ukraine and Romania and Israel. Lots of history. And you traveling there, that opportunity and that ability, especially now in this period where we can't travel and there's question marks around that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, what an incredible, what abundance to be able to travel to all those places.
Yeah, it's very powerful, yeah.
Yeah, I can feel that. And them, I can feel them. All your roots in all these different places.
Yeah.
And the blood, right? Blood running through you.
Yeah.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome the blood and the land and the history and time. Let's see what happens from here.
Well, if mental comes through, then I guess mental is what's going to be
Yeah, welcome mind. We'll see what it has to say, and then we'll go from there. So what?
Yeah.
Hello, mind. What do you
Hi,
got?
mind. Well, that I've sort of gone over this ground by myself, and now a chance to explore it with my sister if
Okay.
she wants to.
Yeah.
You know?
So
Yeah.
mine's kind of excited here, and mine's like, yay! I get someone to explore this with.
Yeah. Yeah.
So bow to that. Um, Tell me if I'm wrong, but it feels like a sweet woohoo! Oh boy! I can almost feel my hands rubbing, right? Like woohoo!
Yeah. Yeah. Um,
May not be what's full for you, so go with what's authentic for you.
yeah. I
Maybe
mean,
some of them fall on the heels of it.
just that there's that question there, and I don't know how.
What's the question?
Well, I'm not going to foist my explorations on her,
Ah, okay. That's where you went.
but I want
Okay.
the conversation. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm sure we'll have it.
Okay. So slow it down. So first off, there's two parts here, right? So maybe mine or maybe something else is just like, yay, 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 yay! I get to explore this history with someone. I have someone
Yeah,
who has the same, right? So we don't want to jump too fast. We want to just like, yay, like how exciting. Here's
yeah,
a sister to explore this with. Woohoo! And there's another part or side that comes up about, oh, maybe she's not going to be open to this. Maybe I'm going to be foisted on her. And so welcome the fear. Welcome that fear. And maybe even just a little, aw, aw.
what's that?
Oh, I just feel like sympathy or empathy for the part that's worried that you're going to be you're going to foist upon her. She's going to feel foisted upon.
Right.
Yeah. And also maybe just it's understandable to that part that's worried about foisting. It's like, oh, aren't you sweet? Aren't you kind? That you're worried about that and concerned about that there's a vulnerability and a tenderness, right? And just acknowledging of that and a bowing to that. Like, that is scary. Like,
Yeah.
it's scary. It's scary to want something so beautiful like that with the risk that it may not be reciprocal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So acknowledging the understandable fear and vulnerability, courage, right?
Yeah.
All that stuff. Yeah. Oh. So, tapping. I'm just tapping the heart because it's just so sweet. And just see what happens.
So then it's that I know that I want to continue to explore our history, hoping that knowing that some is with her, but doesn't mean that I don't do it on my own as well. It's still
Okay.
compelling to me.
Yep. So as you met the fear and you validated it, right, and acknowledged its desire, and also that the desire may not get met, And then what came from there was, well, you can still do it anyway.
Yeah.
And so we're just going to meet that and welcome it. And no matter what happens here, you can still do it anyway. Just see what happens as you go there.
So then I think of my two nephews.
Mm.
The oldest one was conceived when we figured this out. I think it's true. When I was in Israel.
Mm.
And
When you're visiting one of the homelands.
yeah, I was in the water.
The motherland, yeah.
The earth, yeah. Yeah. So then, yeah, it's a chance to be closer to them also. And I feel sort of how important that is.
Yeah. So acknowledging that's what next came out was, oh, and not just sister, but there's two nephews.
Yeah.
So meet that, meet this excitement, this heart around two nephews. As you get this experience of connecting more deeply with their mom, your sister, there's going to be, just by the act of that, going to be more connection with them. You hearing stuff from her about them, if they still phone or drop by or are there in whatever way, right? It's going to be an increase than what it's currently been.
Yeah, sure.
Bowing to that, bowing to nephews.
Yeah.
Nephews, you're welcome here. And whatever flashes, just let it flash. If there's anything that unfolds from here, or just take your time being in nephews.
So it's a little bit of a similar wondering / concern / it's kind of that same cycle as it was with my sister. I don't know how much exploring we're going to do, but I'm more interested, I think, in just being with them and learning who they are. Now that they're adults, there's, there's access that feels really special.
So acknowledging, bowing, welcoming the adultness of them and the access. When you said the same as sister, is there a mix in there too about like apprehension, or is it going to go okay?
The dynamic around, will we explore our heritage together? I don't know if it's as important for anybody else as it is for me.
Right. Okay, so they're included in that. That's what you meant with the same as sister, that you're exploring this excitement. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, they may not be so into it. So see what happens. If it's still it can do it anyways, is still present for that, or if something else comes from this.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it that can still do anyways? Or what happens as you become present with the adult nephews and access. And then there's also, maybe it might just be like their mom, where I don't know if they will be open to this or wanting to do this.
Yeah, exactly that. And I mean, it could even be less so for them
Okay.
because they're removed from it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so just see what happens as you meet that. It could be even less so for them about this exploring history business. Just see what happens as you say yes, yes, yes to that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay too.
Okay, great. So meeting, it's okay too.
Yeah.
It's okay. Nice. Good job, mind.
Yeah, mind. Tap my head.
Yep.
Mind.
Yep.
Yeah.
And just see what happens. We didn't really have it at the beginning because we had it in our previous conversation, right? But some of that was, question marks, anxiety around this shift of leaving your work and leaving your state and going to spend some time with your sister, living with your sister, right? Now look what's opening up, this lovely unfoldment here. So just see what happens as you have met sister, all coming out of mom and bio mom and aunts and ancestors, and now sister, and the foisting, and can do it anyways, and the nephews, and it's okay. Now what shows up?
How much it feels like vocation to do this exploration.
Okay.
Like it's what I've been waiting to do. And here's the chance.
Yeah, cool. And as you leave your quote unquote work, right? And you've been in a place for a long time, and that's part of the identity. So vocation is such an interesting word for you to use for this. So here's like, wow, what's emerging but vocation that you've been wanting for a long time.
Yeah.
And it's about exploring your roots and your history. Bowing to that. Hello, welcome. Hello, vocation in this exploration. Yes, yes, yes. And then see what happens.
Feeling some grief about not doing that exploration while I've been working.
Okay, so a grief around probably timing, right? Like it's now you get to do it then, and how come it didn't happen before? So just meet the grief.
Yeah.
Just meet the grief. And there's mind in there too that's analyzing it and doing, hey, you should have done this earlier.
Blah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. So acknowledging the grief and go there first, and then we'll deal with the mind. Grief, you are welcome here. That's a big one to do. Grief, you are welcome here.
Yeah.
Welcome. Yes, yes, yes to grief. You're right. Grief, you are right. I'm not telling grief it's wrong, it shouldn't be showing up, but you're right, grief. You're right to be grieving. And we'll say to the thought, which might be connected to the grief too, it's the way the mind's got it framed up, right? Mind is saying, should have done it earlier. kind of a version of that.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, mind also knows I've been able to do some all along.
Okay, so that's what countered. Good. So it
Yeah.
softened and it said, have done some.
Yeah.
So, don't bust me too much here. I have done some. Yeah.
Right. Right.
So you're right. You're right. You're right to have reanalyzed this and recognized that I actually have done some. Thank you very much. Yeah. Good. So thank you, mind, for reanalyzing and recomputing that.
Mm.
It wasn't fully right in its first analysis. Yay. And see what happens.
Well, so part of this is my training maybe, but it goes to things like where I'm moving and whose lands those are. And
Ah, that's great. I trust where it shifted, right?
Yeah.
It shifted first and then you analyzed it. So let's go with the shift, which was, that now when you've devoted and you've bowed and you've recognized all this vocation business, because that's part of the shift you're going through, right? Now the next thing is unfolding. So now, your psyche's turning here to this land, right? To the move, the literal move. And so welcome the land. You're moving to Washington State. So, hey, Washington State, here I come. And then there was an analysis there of some sort around, oh, we can do something there too. What was it that flashed? Exploring there.
Well, some things I've learned around protocol and around land acknowledgement, like whose traditional territories are those? And
So
they're
doing your research.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And I'm sure they're still around in some configuration, and are they doing ceremonies, and do they have public events that are open to
Awesome.
go visit? And
Okay, so this natural curiosity, this pull to the land, but the pull to the indigenous First Nations on that land, and wanting to be respectful and follow protocol and find out whose land this is and what is existing now, probably what has proceeded in the past, so you understand full context.
yeah.
And you respectfully enter. And I'm hearing a curiosity or a desire and a hopefulness, that there will be ceremony and there will be an opportunity to connect in.
Yeah.
Cool. So let's welcome all that. And a bowing and acknowledging. I've just moved to First Nation territory as well, and there's a partnership with the band here, and I'm going through a very similar process, you know.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, on the subtle energy levels, and then also on the physical level, right? To
Yeah.
really pay attention and be as respectful and as aware as I can be, and I'm being taught through the process too. So I can feel that in you, right?
Yeah.
That awareness and respect and relationship, right? It's you're already, even though you haven't made the movement physically, there's a subtle energy reach and connection that's starting to happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so saying hello. Say hello on that subtle, you're already doing it. So saying hello on the subtle energy realms. I'm coming and I want my intent. Say your intent. What's your intent? Speak to them direct, subtle energy wise. What's your intent? Hey, I'm RJ, I'm coming.
Well, part of me says what I need to do is ask permission before I come.
Okay, great.
At least in a subtle sense.
So how about doing it right now?
This is RJ.
Yes.
Of the Ivrim people, which got translated to Hebrew, meaning Jewish. And also the Kimri on my father's side. I have an opportunity to be with my sister, and I ask permission to enter and live on your traditional territories so that I can be with her and live there in an honoring and a balanced way.
Just see what happens. You may get an answer now, or you may be something that continues from here, but just see what unfolds right now. Anything else that you feel you want to say or flows?
Yeah, I want to say that I feel some obligation to my, they're not my children, but the children of my family, my nephews, and also to your children growing up, and that they might be there together, whether it's close together or living in the same area.
So you're aware of the
peaceful way.
generations. Yeah. And your intent is that be peaceful. What other adjectives? If you're pre-paving here, what's your desire? What's your heart saying? That our children together may be peaceful. They may be
generative.
Nice.
Or regenerative. That they honor the boundaries and also extend hands of friendship.
Bowing to that. Yes. Yes to generative and regenerative. Yes to peaceful. Yes to boundary respect. Yes to Hands extended in friendship.
You know, and because times are urgent, there's an urgency in finding ways to collaborate also.
Okay. Yes to collaboration. And just see what unfolds from here. It might be with Washington State and asking permission and protocols and your intention, stating your intention and your desired future paving here. And if there's anything else in this transitionary stage that you're in that unfolds from here. You've really through this process been covering the basics that you and I were speaking about.
Yeah. Well, I've sort of had this fundamental question about whether the research that I did is vocation, and it's feeling again like it is, and so part of that is the travel of sort of retracing migrations.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like really aware of the dynamics of all that.
Okay. Okay, good. So more is coming out of vocation, and we've got retracing migrations. And was there a yeah but in there? Like, how am I going to be able to do that? Or was it?
Oh, there's a little of that, but not very strong.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's go with what's there, not the little bit that's not there, but the bit that is there, the lot that is there. Is it like a curiosity or desire for an excitement around retracing migrations?
Yeah.
That'll keep you busy. That'll keep you busy. That's a project. Yeah, that's a cool project. That's a vocation. Yay.
So yeah, that's my question. Could that really be?
Okay. Yeah. So now the question's emerging. And so we welcome the question. Could this really be the vocation? Just see what happens as you put this out as a question. See what happens.
Yeah, I start to go into what would that be like? How could that happen?
Okay, so mine's getting on board, and but that's okay. That's good. That's what minds do. So mine's like, yeah, let's because it would have said no, right? If there wasn't anything for it in there, it would have said or something else. Right. But it's saying, let's dive in. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like overcoming the disbelief that this could be so.
Yeah, let's see. There's something here. This could be so. That's cool. Bowing to that, bowing to the mind, like rolling up its sleeves, going, might have something to work with here. And bowing to them, well, let's see. I don't know yet because I got to get myself in there and do a bunch of stuff, right? There's a lot of, but once you'll know as you dive in there, whether it's enough for you or it's vocationable or, whatever.
Yeah.
But let's see. Cool. It's a starting place.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanking that. Yes, yes, yes. Thanking the whole journey that's led you through here so beautifully, the flow.
Mm.
And just scan, just see, because there's the coach in me is like, tick, 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 right? Like all those different things that you brought initially in our conversation, they've all been ticked off. I would just want to see where we're close, I can feel,
Okay.
to concluding it. But I just want to see if there's anything else that, as we say yes to everything that's preceded this moment in this inquiry, anything else before we wrap, anything else that wants to flash and show itself. If not, we'll just thank it because it's been awesome.
Yeah, it feels pretty complete.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So bowing to the inquiry process and bowing to all of the various elements of yourself and of your family and your lineage and your loved ones and your vocation and land and First Nations people in the land you're going to, and protocols and permissions and ceremonies, just this rich, delicious territory that's emerged here in your inquiry, just bowing to the whole sheet here. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah. And let's see. Right? I think that's kind of the mantra, like, okay, let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, my friend.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Yeah. Really rich, very appreciative work.
Yeah. Okay, hang tight because we're going to catch up a little bit more, you and I, after this. But anything you want to say to complete for recording's sake?
Christina's the bomb. Work with her.
Yes, you're our first man after 20-something sessions. So
Are you
thank
kidding?
you. No, I'm not. Yeah. So thank you for breaking our traditional gender barrier here. More men, yes, please. Thank you, RJ.
Dudes, come work with Christina.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
She's awesome. Yeah.
It's not so scary. Yeah. Okay, we'll end there. Thank you.